How's the transition been so far?
The transition's been great. I'm really excited about getting a chance to get back with the offensive line. I think the guys are doing a great job, and we're trying to improve every day. So it's been fun.
Augie, you transitioned to offensive line coach, and then you guys just added 7 new faces, 7 new freshmen, and then 4 transfer portal guys. How crazy has that been, kind of?
I'll tell you, to the guys' credit, especially the new guys that came in, the freshmen that came in, and the transfers, they've done a tremendous job of assimilating into the culture, right? And for us, that's everything. So it's been a lot smoother than probably expected.
Bringing in all those different kinds of guys, how hard is it to kind of build a cohesive unit? Is that kind of the goal of spring, to have some cohesion by the end of this?
Absolutely, especially at this unit, right? The offensive line, they have to be together, whether it's the first group, the second group, the entire room's got to play together. I think they've done a real good job of embracing each other, embracing the transition, and I'm really proud of the way they're working right now, so they're doing a good job.
How much blocking schemes change at all, or philosophy, or pretty much the same stuff?
No, it's fairly much the same. We got a couple twists here and there, but for the most part, it's Sean's vision. We're keeping the offense where we want to be, and it's just about cleaning up and tidying some things up, which I think we're doing.
Augie, you played offensive line yourself at just about every level so far. A guy like J.D. Lorenzo is making a big transition from Sacred Heart to the Big Ten. Can he make that transition, and how's he been so far?
Yeah, JD's been a leader, right? His work ethic speaks for itself. That's going to be the thing that carries him in the Big Ten, right? He's a tremendous worker. He's a leader in the room. He understands the transition, and I think he's working really hard at it. He comes in for extra work, so he's doing everything that we expect him to do.
How valuable has it been to have a guy like Curtis Dunlap, who obviously has played in the Big Ten before as a veteran guy? I mean, what have you seen from him?
Yeah, I think anytime you can bring guys in that have Big Ten experience, the value is unparalleled, really, because it's hard. This league is hard, right? And guys that understand what it's like to play in this league and be successful, it rubs off on everybody else. So he's doing it. It's good to have him in the room for sure.
The first thing you notice when you look at these guys is just how much bigger and stronger they look. It seems like a basic thing, but how much of a difference does that make when?
I tell everybody, this is a man's league, right? It's a man's conference, and you need big, strong, physical people to do it. A lot of that is a testament to Jay Butler and what we do in the weight room, every day. But it's definitely, it looks a little different, and hopefully the product is different on the field.
What are you looking for from individuals? What kind of things do you really focus on to improve not only their fundamentals, but help them improve, whether it's bend, hand position, all that stuff? How do you look at that?
I think the first thing that we look at is it's got to be a mental toughness thing, because what we're asking offensive linemen to do is not easy, right? So we're asking big men to bend and get low. We're asking guys to slam their face into each other for 70, 80 snaps. So we need to build a mental toughness that allows us to work on our craft every day, right? And yeah, there is the fundamentals of the bending and the thumbs and the hands inside and running our feet. But really what we need to do and where we've started is building that mental toughness.
Augie, most of these transfers are coming in with a lot of offensive line experience, game experience. Mike Giufani, for example, is coming in after transitioning from defensive line to offensive line. How's he kind of developing?
Yeah, Mike is probably one of the best athletes in the room. He's explosive, he's fast, plays with pad level. His work ethic is next to none. I mean, he really does a nice job of getting in extra work. He understands that he's essentially a rookie to the offensive line, but the way he works is once again going to be the thing that pushes him on the field, right? His work ethic is very strong.
When do you feel like you would want to identify the best 5 going into the season? I mean, because obviously the last couple of years they weren't able to do that as they shuffled things around looking for that consistency.
Sure.
I mean, when do you feel like you would like to have that best 5 known?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a hard thing to do because it's such an interesting position, right? First of all, everybody's got to stay healthy. Second of all, we got to gel together, right? We got to make sure we find the right guys. I mean, the sooner the better, but we're not there yet. We got to figure out, who are going to be those guys that do it consistently on a daily basis.
After talking to Andy last year, I know his plan pending health was to kind of rotate guys in and out. I guess I want to say 7 to 8 total guys. Is that kind of your plan as well, or?
Yeah, I think we need to play that many guys, right? It's like I said, the conference is hard. It's what we're asking them to do is hard, and obviously, the more guys that are prepared and ready to play, the better we're going to be, right? So yeah, I would expect that we play more than 5.
Who or what has surprised you in a good way through spring ball so far?
You know, I'm going to say as a group, right? I mean, there have been some flashes singularly, but I'm really proud of the way the group handles themselves on a daily basis. You know, they come to work every day. They're good in meetings, which sometimes is hard to do, right? If you're tired and you know, we do things in the morning, so it's a little different. But they've been very good. They prepare themselves. They ask questions. They're coming in for extra help. And I think the group is tighter than it's ever been right now. And I think they're enjoying themselves. So that, to me, is a great positive.